Dear 9, you have been speaking to me about positive distraction. How can this be the case? I understand about negative distraction and how we can distract ourselves through the inverted system that's been deliberately set up for us by the control structure. I understand that they use distraction as a tool to herd us like sheep or control us so that we cannot think for ourselves. I'm aware of this, and this is widely known amongst individuals. So how, therefore, can distraction be a positive action? Is distraction not the complete opposite of action? Therefore, if one is not taking action or is outside of action, how is this in any way positive? You are correct that distraction is a tool utilised by service-to-self factions within third and fourth dimensional reality. Even the teachings of the dimensional scale itself can be utilised as distraction by service-to-self groups. Distraction is one of the major control tools at the disposal of the service-to-self elite factions. Therefore, it is most useful, shall we say, to understand the nature of distraction. For when the control tool is understood, and that understanding is unravelled and processed, it ceases to be a control tool for that individual, group or structure. Distraction therefore loses its power. The opposing force, if you will, to distraction, despite the terminology itself, is not action but focus. We would extend this to aware focus. You cannot be distracted by anything if you hold aware focus. This is of most import to understand, therefore we shall repeat. You cannot be distracted by anything if you hold aware focus. Why is this? It is because if you hold aware focus, then you are always on your path and therefore not distracted. It is correct that many are aware of the control tool, that is distraction, and why it is used, and indeed how it is used within the systems upon your planet. It is most encouraging, shall we say, for us in higher dimensional form to see, to witness the awareness that spreads through the group of individuals that make up the starseed community. The star-seeded ones that collectively create the entity, deity or goddess presentation of divine feminine form that is the Princess Aurora, daughter of the flame. As awareness spreads, as knowledge is shared, and as awakening and DNA activation takes place, then the divine Princess Aurora, beloved daughter of the flame of the Christed twin flame couple that is Christa and Christos, or Sophia and Christ, becomes more and more of light, shall we say. The vibrancy of her colour, her hue, presented as separate colour particles, as the form you recognise in the third dimension becomes merged and melded as the rainbow. So too are you this rainbow, for each of you is the divine particle that makes up this group soul, divine feminine logos deity that stands as your cosmic central sun. She becomes so merged in colour, so bright, so brilliant, that one would have to shield their eyes from her light, for she burns as brightly as your physical sun. As the divine feminine central sun, she is the plasma sun, and all as her starts from all that is you, collectively as one. Since the energetic spike upon your planet that was your June 21st solstice point, the collective timeline jump that took place, presented as a cosmic ascension wave of consciousness, has brought to so many of you newfound awareness, newfound awakening, and a newfound experience within your consciousness. This newfound experience is that which we call bilocation and trilocation, and it equates to triple helix and beyond the triple helix DNA formation, which is a match to predominantly fifth dimensional consciousness, for it is the reconstruction of the fifth DNA strand, if you will. The DNA strand reconstruction can be confusing for many of you to visualize, as you aim to see 5 strands or 5 helices swirling within your DNA. And these are linear interpretations of an extremely multidimensional and unified process. Therefore, we would ask you instead to visualize the collective consciousness that is the entire starseed community. Then, if you will, imagine that this entire collective consciousness makes up one being, and this being is female in form. If you see her within your mind's eye quite clearly, this gives you the presentation that is the double helix. You see her face, her clothing, her hair, her entire form. Then, if you will, see her begin to take on a glow, as if she were in fact a star. And we give you a clue here to your true self when we say this. As if she were a star, she glows as a star does. You still see her form, but she emits such powerful celestial light and an energy that is indescribably beautiful, organic and pure. This is your triple helix moving into beyond the triple helix. And as this starlight glow continues to brightly shine like a star, the light becomes brighter and brighter until all form of the human presentation of feminine goddess deity or ascended master becomes that of pure light. The bright colours merge and become the rainbow, and the brightness of the plasmic light glows and shines and beams as the sun. We give you here another clue as to your true self. And this is your beyond the triple helix moving into your infinite helix, if you will. This is the visualization that shall show you the configuration that is the 5th strand. For so many of you see this as, I now have 5 threads and I am working my way up to 12 threads and then I will be whole. Whereas in truth, the situation is more akin to, I am light, so bright, now I am configured in the formation known as 5th strand. I am light so bright that the light, as the sun, is beaming and shining within a sea of light, as I join my light with infinite suns, as the sea is an infinite sea of light. You cannot visualize that which is the brightness of which we speak in your physically incarnated form. Yet if you know you are the sun, the diamond sun, shining within a fractalized hall of mirrors that are diamond suns, then this diamond light body you see, that is the true divine Princess Aurora, is you and all that is you. You are not a configuration of intertwining standalone strands. You are an ever-expanding, radiating charge of quantum diamond plasmic light. This is you, and this is your 5th strand. When you are here, in this place, standing as the divine Princess Aurora, operating from the diamond sun perspective, you cannot be distracted, for here there is no distraction. Translated into 3rd dimensional linear terms, we would call this positive distraction, simply because intentionalized aware focus is held wherever you look, and that state of consciousness is operated from in whatever you do. Translating this into actual third-dimensional experience, this would look something like the one who stops working upon the focused spiritual mission and takes a few days off and goes on holiday. Yet the holiday leads them to places that hold the deep memories of the entire reality fields, buried in the standing stones and the rocks and the crystals. The new experience, new energy grid matrix felt by the traveller presents the pilgrimage, the path of the sun, and the distraction of the holiday becomes a deeper awakening and intensity for the one who was distracted from their work and took a holiday. Or indeed there is positive distraction of thought. Let us take the one who is producing the spiritual creation, and many want to share that spiritual creation. The creator of the creation is excited beyond measure that so many want the creation that they become ungrounded regarding their role, or their elevation, or their importance within the collective journey that is ascension. Therefore, the few days off, or the holiday, or relaxation, that is the reading of the book, or the watching of the film, or the long leisurely walk, is indeed the positive distraction. For the manifestation creation coming from a seed point trajectory of self-importance and spiritual elevation is a manifestation creation that is out of alignment with the Creator's individualized core mission. The distraction is that which brings the Creator back into alignment with the individualized core mission, as he or she remembers not to elevate or place above, as the relaxation into the pleasant and happy distraction balances the perspective. That which we speak of here is presented within your planetary awareness as the saying, "All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy," or indeed Jill a dull girl, as the case may be. That which is dull here, within our example of the positive distraction, is not dull as in the boring one, the uninteresting one, but dull in the case of lost their brightness and their glow, which equates to a fallback in DNA configuration and a reverting back into double helix. This is all part of the non-linear process that is ascension, and 12-strand into 144-strand DNA reconfiguration. Yet our point here is to present to you the positive aspect of distraction. Yet what is the most import here for you to see, dear starseed? We say to you this: as you understand and utilize the tool of distraction within its positive aspect, you change the entire frequency of distraction itself. This, in turn, changes the entire structure of that which distraction is utilized for by service to self factions. For distraction can only be effective if it is hidden, unseen, and mysterious in its complexity. When you see it and utilize it for your own individualized positive growth within your awakening process, when you do this collectively as Divine Princess Aurora, then distraction loses its power amongst the masses within the inverted system, and the inverted system itself begins to crumble and transform. What is left after the crumbling is the emergence of the true system of light. And this is indeed the situation now upon your third-dimensional Earth. So stand strong, dear starseeds, within your focused awareness, and allow yourselves the positive distractions that are the holidays, the leisure time, the celebrations and the dancing. The ceremonies and that which is the hiatus is as much the path towards the light as the focus that is your spiritual work, your divine mission. We invite you, therefore, to take your few days off. For your relaxation, your joy and your positive distraction is that which shall turn up the dial upon your inner light that is the true central sun. The diamond sun light body, that is that which we call fifth strand configuration, is an ever-increasing presentation of plasmic light that is the quantum glow that is you. Indeed, you glow. You all literally glow as the stars, as celestial ascension is well underway. The diamond sun light body is simply the expansive extension of that which we call celestial, and you are all these things. As we have said before, when you have three, you have all. And the triple helix into beyond the triple helix is a no-time, non-linear merge with the infinite helix. Trinity into infinity is the mantra, and the mantra is the code. We are the white-winged collective consciousness of 9. In this channeled transmission, I enter into an expansive, transformative and activating exploration of interdimensional dialogue, discussing the mechanics of Stargate Ascension. This cutting-edge information holds key codes, maps and coordinates for the starseeds on Earth, as they go through this process of DNA reconstruction and regrouping of cosmic memory themselves. The significant codex of information is downloaded to the reader, as they, through this sacred text, are called by the dragon, Excalibur, crystalline light geometry, Atlantis, and the emerald flame. I am so very pleased to present my new book, The Infinite Helix and the Emerald Flame.